What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Geek Boutique podcast, the official podcast of the Geeks and Company. My name is JS, but this guy, we got like a bona fide TV star with us tonight.
Piss off.
That's right, Mick Gale, the lead in A Long Ride Home.
Good
joining
Lord.
us, gracing us with his presence.
Lord and have mercy.
Geoff.
Yeah. I wish I could say you're the only one doing that, but my phone's been blowing up all day. One of the guys, our DIT guy, like one of the crew guys, is all like, "Yeah, we got your genie all polished up. We got your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame." Settle down. Already a ton of people in the chat, and already a ton of people having conversations about it too. So that's fantastic. It seems like some of you guys are torn between watching the podcast and watching the show. I encourage you. The show is on demand. You can cue the show up anytime you want. The podcast is only happening for this next hour right here.
You should check us out. Yeah,
on YouTube and Facebook. Speaking of live, Rob the bad guy. Are you still up patrolling the streets? Has there been any more incidences out on the streets with you, Rob the vigilante guy, or is it all calm on the Western Front there?
No, yeah, it's all calm on the Western Front. I've had to kind of dial it back a bit.
You don't say.
So no, I'm taking it chill for now, and there,
3D printers all working, everything's back up and running. I know we're all crunching for March. So where are you at on your March crunching as far as that goes? Are you feeling pretty good about where you're at?
I'm about 98.5%. This was the first week. So Tuesday nights, I usually have the evening to myself, and every Tuesday night since October, I've been working on
slaving away on shit.
This was the first week where I was like, "What am I gonna do this week?"
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm doing good.
Hey man, this looks good. Midlife saying Rob better do a Punisher cosplay now. I mean, I agree, man. You guys kind of encourage him on that shit. Actually, I think he made a really good Punisher.
He has done a Punisher cosplay.
That was the first cosplay
that was his first cosplay.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen it, so maybe they got to blow the dust off.
You did when you met him when you met.
Okay,
yes, that was the first time.
He was Punisher.
I barely remembered any of you at that point.
That was the time where I met you, and I was like, afterwards, I'm like, that guy's an asshole.
He sure is. It's not shocking at all.
But it's because you were Negan.
I know. No, but so many people when they first meet me in the cosplay community, they're the same way. Like, wow, that guy's a dick. I'm like, yeah. And then somehow they all still hang out. Mr. Nero Wolf, midlife cosplay, secretly Batgirl, Andrew Saxon, Clark Kent, Jennifer Walterhouse, goodness, chiming in on there as well. Christina is there too. Red Wing Glassworks, our friend Steph. Megan Murray, fellow geek there, Silky C, Nada, Jamie, goodness gracious, man, didn't I see that Aka guy on TV? Yeah, we'll get to that.
You sure did.
Damn, Jeff, that beard be bearding. Absolutely, yeah. It's keeping my face warm in this yo-yo cold and not so.
No, I've been dying to say here. All I've been seeing since you hopped on today, I can't get out of my mind is Treebeard.
Treebeard, I'll take that.
Yeah,
totally.
Hey. It sucks too because whenever I grow this out like this and then I have to kind of trim it down, it always feels like my face ends too early because now I'm used to kind of like feeling like I have all this super long face and then I'll trim it down because my face actually ends here. So all of this is just add on at this point. It's like
all fake, right?
Inch and a half of add on. Yeah, exactly. Just when you thought it was safe to go on YouTube, says Wayne Cuffy. I know.
Got Nada also in the chat.
Geek Pool showing up, man. We got a lot of 20 people in here already. Goodness gracious me!
So Nada,
Thursday, good for you guys.
This is specifically for Nada.
Cheers. Ooh.
I am now 3 episodes into Starfleet Academy.
Which is funny because the best episode of the season is the next episode, is episode 4. So I'm very excited for you to see that one.
So far, the first episode was a little bit weird. The beginning of the episode was a banger, and then the rest of the episode is like, okay, this is fucking stupid. And then episode 2 and episode 3 were wicked. I love I don't know what to compare it to, right? It's like 2 schools that are competing against each other, right? Yes. That's what Starfleet Academy is.
Yes, the War College and the Academy. Yep.
Yeah, it's a really neat concept, and it's in the Star Trek world, and it doesn't feel super Star Trek. I'll admit that. So far, other than the Doctor, everything else feels like this could have been any other property, and it would have worked.
You'll get
right.
You get there.
Perhaps like I said, I'm only 3 episodes in.
Yeah, that's
But I'm actually enjoying it so far, which I did not think I was going to be.
apparently you're I tried to trek so bad. I'm sorry, guys. I barely stayed awake. That's okay, Jennifer. It's not for everybody.
It's
We know
really
that
rough
because
to
whenever
get-
Jay goes off on a tangent on it, we lose half the viewers, and Rob starts messaging us in the private chat like, move the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like is happening now.
Yeah. Jamie calling out Richard Butch. So our friend Jamie, who, if you've been to any of our events, especially if you're at Boo Bash or London Comic Con a few years ago or whatever, Jamie is an honorary geek, I guess you would say. She's helped us out at the booth so many times.
She's a geek at this point. She's been running our online store.
That
She,
Jamie's great. Jamie also has Belle. And the show dropped today. As you guys know, A Long Ride Home, all 6 episodes dropped today. And Jamie has already binged the whole thing. So when she's saying Richard Butch, that is Richard Bakari, who is Sticky Ricky Bakari, who's Midlife Cosplay up there. That's his character's name. He's Butch. He's the president of the I keep calling it a biker gang, and I keep getting a shit for it, for the motorcycle club that's in the show. So
Nerds.
he's the president, and
So is he like the second lead?
Yes. Sorry. I think technically that would be the a lady Mary Ellen Herter who plays Mick's mother. She plays Betty Jane Gale.
Right.
I think because especially like the whole first half, like especially the first 2 episodes, she's in it very, very heavily. So I think she technically gets second billing, and then Richard gets third.
Right.
Because he's in it more sort of in the latter half of the show. That's when he starts to kind of come into prominence and stuff. Like, I have to go home first and console my mother because my father's dead. And so that's a whole thing. So he's also Georgie. Yes, he is. Yeah. I love that you already picking up all this. So Jamie's already watched it all. Jamie, you've seen more of it than I have. So yeah, your ma's amazing in the show. Loved her, says Jamie. Yeah, she's Mary Ellen is acting alongside her. I felt like a preschooler. I felt like just some kid flailing in the pool that doesn't know how to swim. It was really, really, really intimidating. So she's very, very, she's very good. Yeah. If anybody's getting the genie, it's going to be her for sure. Yeah. Anyways, we're not here to talk about that. Thanks for all the support, guys. I've gotten a million messages today. A lot of you reached out. A lot of you are asking me. A lot of you are asking me how to watch it, and I would love to give you some advice on that, but I can't because I can't watch it either. You need to have an active. You either need a Bell account where you have a username and password, or you need to be on a Bell internet connection and using the Fibe app, either through your smart TV or through your tablet or your device or whatever.
So that's the hack, right? Is if you download the Fibe app, as long as you're on a network that is a Bell network,
correct,
you will be able to play it.
Correct.
Really?
Yes, we've already tested this theory. Our producer director Rob Bellamy was at like a retail store, and the Wi-Fi in that store was being provided by Bell, and he was able to put the show on one of the TVs at that retail store. So it does work. Bell Mobility, the internet, that's a good question. Or sorry, the cell phone, that's a good question. I don't know. With the Bell Mobility,
Bell Mobility is a different branch.
I don't know. You can test it though. So as long as you have your Bell Mobility username and password that you would use to log into your account and you see any account, whatever, if you just download the Bell Fibe app, Fibe, and it will give you 3 options to preview mode, which means you can browse but you can't watch. It'll look for a network, a Bell network, but barring either of those things, it will ask you for your Bell login information. So if you put your Bell Mobility login information there, it's either going to work or it's not. That I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think Bell Mobility, they aren't owned by Bell. I would assume the same, but I mean, we won't know. I didn't think it would work on like at a fucking TV store either, but apparently it does. So give it a shot. The worst that happens is you can't watch it, just like me. But next weekend, I'm going to be at that guy's house in Oshawa, finishing up our top secret cosplay project that we've been working on for some time now that we hope to debut in March, that we're going to subtly hint at right now, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Going to go to work on that, and in so doing, we're going to have a little watch party. We're all going to watch the show there at JS's place because JS
Pretty much
has
done, by the way.
Bell Internet. So yes, the secret cosplay project that way too many people know what it is for it to even be a secret at this point.
It's Treebeard.
So it's Treebeard. Of course, it's Treebeard. I think Groot in London will have some problems if I show up as a Treebeard because there's going to be some cross-moginations happening for sure. So Tell us about their mobile branch a few years back. Okay, yeah. So I'm guessing March at TOCC. Yes, Geek Pool. Yeah, we're hoping to debut a new cosplay in March. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and we'll be working on that next weekend while watching the show, and I'm sure we'll get up to all sorts of other shenanigans as we do. Maybe film a little content.
I am sure we will figure some stuff out to do.
I'm sure we will. And boy, I can't wait till we get to the news here, guys, because some big shit that we've been talking about for weeks has not just dropped today, but it's dropped in the last like hour or two. So we got some stuff to talk about this week. One big thing in particular. So, JS? It's the news brought to you by Bell. Apparently this week we've been talking about nothing but for the last 10 minutes. So
Bell 5.
Yeah, Bell 5.
I don't know what the slogan is.
Here too.
Let's talk.
So Richard will be joining us next week at JS's place. That's awesome. Hopefully we can convince Megan to go too. But the news, anyways.
Yes, Megan.
I'm gonna leave
that would be freaking amazing.
I'm gonna leave the big one. For last. But I'm gonna start with some sad news. Robert Carradine. Which I think a certain generation knows from the show Lizzie McGuire. A lot of the olds, like myself, know him as Louis Skolnick from Revenge of the Nerds. Passed away. He died at 71. So pour one out for your boy Robert Carradine, who was actually on the con circuit. Did quite a bit of con work, and I've seen a lot of people posting their pictures with Robert Carradine since his passing. Yeah, so. So yeah, for any of those that met him or anybody that was affected by his performances and such, that's he'll be missed for sure. Sony, in a truly shocking move, has confirmed that they are rebooting their own Spider Universe films after a string of bombs, to say the least. You get your Madam Webs, you got your Morbiuses, you've got your Kraven the Hunters, none of which did well either critically or at the box office. So they have confirmed they are rebooting, they are recasting. For those of you that don't know, obviously Sony owns all the film rights to Spider-Man and all of Spider-Man's resultant sort of ancillary characters in perpetuity. So Spider-Man is only in the MCU because they have a joint agreement, but it's still Sony that owns the character's rights. So keeping with that, they're letting the MCU continue to use Spider-Man. And by the way, they said they're happy to continue to do that because it's profitable for both companies, but they want to reboot and they want to continue building out a separate universe with their other Spider characters. They just realized that the last one didn't work. I watched Morbius. I haven't watched Kraven, and I think I got about a half an hour into Madam Web. So I get it. It's not some real not great movies going on there. Yes, Megan Murray there. That's good. Oh, Sony, know when you're doing badly, and please stop. All they did that I liked was Venom. Correct. Yes. So they are stopping what they have been doing. I don't know what left turn they're going to try to take to right this ship. Like a simple reboot's not going to help if you're still just making shit movies. It's not rebooted or not. It's still going to be bad. But are you guys ready for a Sony Spider-Verse? Like, is that something anybody's kind of clamoring for at this point, or has that time passed? Did they have their shot and blew it, and now they should just give it up? Like,
does this Spider-Verse, stupid question, but does it include Spider-Man?
It really kind of never has, and I think they're under the same impression. They don't want to run two Spider-Men simultaneously.
Yeah. Oh, so okay.
Because
Spider-Man is not really part of the Spider-Verse.
Because the Marvel deal is so lucrative for both companies, they don't want to fuck with that deal either, right? So MCU does not have the rights to Miles, however. That's a good point. They could certainly incorporate Miles Morales in a Sony built Spider-Man universe. Now it would still be two Spider-Men at the same time, but it would be two very different Spider-Men. But that's a good question, Rob. I don't know. It would make sense. Like they're all day would make sense. Right.
So I want to. The article that I read said that the CEO was asked, "Are you going to be making more Spider-Verse movies? Like, are you going to go back to some of those live-action characters? And if so, are they going to be reboots?" His answer was just yes.
Yes to both.
And they said, "Does that include recasting?" He said, "Yes."
Correct.
There's no saying on when and how, and there's no specifics.
He
right?
did say, sorry, there was one more question that he had a one-word answer to as well. He was asked if the larger Spider-Verse is dead, to which he said no.
Correct.
He was then asked if the studio is going to go back to them at some point. He said yes. It'll be a fresh reboot, yes. With new people, yes. And says the overall deal with Marvel has been, quote, a big upside for us, and it's been one of the great deals for both companies ever, a true win-win deal. Which, again, the last Spider-Man MCU movie made $1.9 billion at the box office, which I'm sure Sony got a gigantic chunk of. So, of course, they're happy with the deal with Marvel, right?
So, I'm gonna make a
the beer place.
I think that what may be going on here is, and the last part that you said, I think is the key. I think they're trying to strike a bigger, wider Spider-Verse deal with Marvel. I wouldn't be surprised if on the live action side, they want to tie it all into the MCU.
Quite possibly, but I think that's going to involve more lawyers and more licensing and more contracts and everything else, because there's a reason why it's only really been Peter Parker that's appeared, right? Well, I guess you've gotten a J. Jonah Jameson now too.
Those deals could have been going on for years, right? Like
for sure,
right?
But I think the MCU has been selective about who they could use specifically because Sony still has the rights to all the rest of those characters in perpetuity. So I'm sure Marvel has to shell out every time they want to use a new character. To bring all of them in like that, I think would probably be challenging.
Yeah, see,
dope as hell, but yeah, it's a leverage play. Oh, I'm not saying it's not. For sure, it is. Absolutely.
Yeah. On the flip side, I don't know that we're gonna necessarily like there's from my understanding there are Spider-Verse, like the animated Spider-Verse. There's spin-offs coming. I don't think
we're already getting Spider Noir, right? Even though that looks like a weird
but
stuff, but
I think we're going to get more of that stuff. And I think that's where this might be going. And that's why they're opening their doors to, let's do something new, right? But Spider-Man has never really been part of that world. Also, their deal is not in perpetuity. Their deal is as long as they keep making movies.
Right.
As long as they keep using those characters.
Yeah. As long as they have a production in place or a pre-production in place every, I don't remember what the time frame is.
Yeah.
It is still in perpetuity. It doesn't ever run out as long as they have a production in.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Which is insane.
This isn't a terrible. Marvel was bankrupt. They had no choice. They had to take.
I get it, but
that would be cool if at the end of Beyond the Spider-Verse, Miles literally transitions to one of the universes that he goes into is a live action universe, and that would jumpstart the Spider. Cool. That'd be fucking, especially if they keep that bright, shiny funny tone. Yeah, if they kept that in live action, take my money, man. Take all my money. I would absolutely be here for it.
That's what
I agree.
Yeah.
That would probably be the biggest if they did that. And then did a follow-up live-action Miles Morales Spider-Man movie.
That's all I'm saying.
Might be the biggest Spider-Man movie that ever hit the screen.
Take my money, man. Take my money all day long.
Listen, you're not going to tell me that the big cheeses at Sony haven't thought of this already, right?
Cheese. I'm sure they have.
These freaking nerds over here aren't telling him anything they haven't already heard.
Moving right along, Ed Skrein, and I don't know if I'm saying his last name right, but you would likely know Ed from the first Deadpool movie. He played Francis, the bad guy in the first Deadpool movie, has been cast as Balder in the God of War TV series. They've already announced that Ryan Hurst has been cast as Kratos. Ryan Hurst was on Sons of Anarchy, I believe. Rather large man. Again, I think he was on the con circuit last year, actually, Ryan Hurst. I've seen some people.
Oh, really? Okay.
Him. Yeah. So he's Kratos, and now Ed Skrein is going to be Balder in the God of War TV show. I haven't played the God of War game. I know it's a very, very popular property, so hopefully the show is going to be good. I don't know what that's going to look like live action, but
we'll some of the earlier games.
Yeah.
It's become something completely bigger and different now, but
yeah.
I don't think Ryan Hurst is a bad actor. I think he was good in Sons of Anarchy. He played OP. Marcy just said at the same time. I don't know.
I'm like, where else do I know him from? He was also on The Walking Dead as well. And yeah, he's a big dude, man.
Holy. Was he on The Walking Dead?
Yeah, when the Whisperers, so they had Alpha, and then they had he was the big, I don't know if he was Beta or whatever, but he was the big, huge, it was later seasons, like season 7 or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't watching anymore.
We've already given up on it at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'll be good. I will be curious to see what he looks like made up as Kratos.
I
Because
don't know. Are they going to put like a big like flesh-colored muscly suit on him? Is he going to go get jacked? Is he? I don't know.
well, he's a pretty big dude.
He's big, but I don't think
he's
he's
not,
like he's not jacked, right?
He's not in Kratos shape right now.
No, that's what I mean. Are they going to try to like put him on the Chris Hemsworth diet of steroids and chicken? Like, or are they going to like?
I mean, who knows?
Are they going to CGI him? Or are they going to put him a big muscle suit on? I don't know.
Yeah, look at how big Hemsworth gets when he plays fucking Thor, right?
I mean, hilarious.
It's a joke.
Yeah. His vacillation between when he's not being Thor and when he's being Thor.
Crazy.
4 months he puts on 800 pounds of muscle. The full trailer for Mortal Kombat 2 has just dropped, which a nice kind of little shout out to all of us geeks there. The trailer starts out with Carl Urban's Johnny Cage sitting at a table at a Comic-Con.
Yeah.
By the way, getting ignored for whatever the hot new TikTok K-pop whatever thing is that's over there, and he looks like kind of like all bitter that no one's giving him any love. So I thought that was a funny little nod to our little universe here as far as that goes. So I guess I'm hoping that they're addressing the fact that Carl Urban is like a 54-year-old man, but he's playing Johnny Cage. Like it's such a weird casting choice to have him as Johnny Cage as opposed to somebody literally half his age. I love Carl Urban, don't get me wrong, but when I saw that casting, I was like, really? And they are kind of trying to make him look younger too. Like they got his hair dyed, they shaved his beard off. Like they're really trying to make it seem like he's like in his like late 30s, early 40s type of thing. But it's he's just got that kind of weathered face. So I don't know, man. I don't know. The trailer looks dope as hell.
Yeah, it works for me.
Yeah, I like what they're doing with him.
Yeah,
I feel like that washed up. You remember when Jean-Claude Van Damme did the JCVD movie where he's the washed up actor? Like that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting from this character. The grumpy, leave me alone. Right. I hate the world. I'm old and grumpy.
Yeah. Of course you like that. He's us? Cool,
he's
man.
Us,
of course we love
right?
It.
He's us.
What?
So yeah, I like it. I think it fits him perfectly in terms of that specific kind of character. And the trailer looks dope as hell.
Yeah, the trailer looks fantastic.
The first one, I was like, okay, this looks cool, but
this trailer looks really, really cool. I'm really excited for it for sure.
My level of excitement from last week when we did our top 10 2 weeks ago when we did the top 10 to this week has jumped considerably after this trailer.
Same. Well, I'll have to go back into the Slido there and rearrange it.
Yeah.
Turn it back on.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this one now. This looks dope.
It wasn't even in our top 10.
Wow.
I know. But they'd only had that teaser, and the teaser didn't look great. There wasn't a lot of information. They had pushed the release date out. Now it's not coming until fucking May, and it was supposed to be out in like December. So they pushed the release date out like almost 6 months. And so
well,
I think that killed some of the hype. But then this trailer drops, and we're all like,
yeah, it looks pretty cool.
It looks pretty dope. Finally, guys, just when you thought it was safe.
Do we have to talk about this one again?
We do, unfortunately, because there's
I feel like we talk about this every
we absolutely do, because every fucking week something's happening. I think I put it in the in our show notes. The WBD Paramount Netflix fuck triangle ramps up yet again, and boy howdy, has it ever. So,
oh no, it's even been updated in the last 13 minutes. But
that's what I said. So, Paramount upped their offer again to 31 cents a share, to which Warner Brothers went, that sounds pretty good. So now Warner Brothers has said it is a superior offer and lobbed the ball back into Netflix's court. That was earlier today. Netflix said, peace out. We're done. You can fucking have it if you want it that badly.
Really?
Yes. According to Variety, it just dropped. Netflix declines to raise bid for Warner Brothers Discovery after Paramount's superior proposal. So it looks like, now, as we've discussed before, all of this has to pass antitrust legislation. It's got to get through all of that. Because remember, Netflix is only buying Warner Brothers Studio and their streaming service, HBO Max. Paramount is buying the whole fucking thing, right? They're getting Discovery as well. Now, the plan currently was to break Warner Brothers and Discovery back up into two separate companies again. if Paramount's buying them both or all of it at once, I don't know if that's still going to be the plan. But it looks like, as it stands now, the greater of the two evils has prevailed after tendering, I don't know how many fucking offers. Yeah, this has been updating literally as we've been doing the podcast type of thing. So, but it is confirmed Netflix has declined to up their bid. So, and again, we talked about this before too. The board has, so Netflix said not interested. No, Netflix was interested in 82 billion. They're just not interested in anything higher than that. And it should be pointed out, and I'm going to see if I can find it, because both of these companies have recently lost money. They're both losing money. Paramount and Warner Brothers. I think Warner Brothers for Q1, or maybe it was the end of Q4 of 2025, lost somewhere in the neighborhood of nearly 300 million. Paramount lost nearly over $500 million last year. So it's not like either one of these companies are in great shape. And I know some of this sale, especially from Warner Brothers side, was to take care of a lot of that debt.
Can I put an asterisk there?
Oh, please, by all means.
They didn't lose $500 million. They made $500 million less in profit than where they were supposed to be, what they did last year.
Paramount?
I don't believe they lost $500 million.
Oh.
In their mind, they did.
Yeah, when you're talking finances and you're saying I lost $500 million, well, you didn't lose $500 million. If you're saying, well, last year I made $20 billion, next year I'm going to make $22 billion, but you only make $11 billion.
Hang on. Let me remove your asterisks. Paramount Global reported a significant financial loss in its fourth quarter of 2025, posting a net loss of $573 million.
Oh, wow.
That is just in the fourth quarter of 2025. A stark reversal from the $514 million net profit it recorded in the same quarter the previous year. Wow. The loss was driven by a $339 million operating loss, which included $546 million in restructuring and transaction-related costs pending its merger with Skydance Media. Yeah, remember, Paramount just bought another company, by the way. They just bought Skydance, and now they're looking to buy Warner Brothers. So, yes, they did, in fact, lose $573 million in net last year. So, and like I said, Warner's lost about half of that in a quarter. So, yeah. I mean, it costs money to get through, like, a lawyer's got to be paid, and, contracts have to be done up and all that kind of just, like, I get it. So, and if it doesn't pass legislation, Skydance will still pay $7 billion. That is correct. Yes. These numbers are so wild. I can't even wrap my head around it, says Megan. No. And
also, Paramount has agreed to pay the $2.8 billion termination fee.
Correct.
That required to play Netflix.
It's literally the textbook definition of what a hostile takeover looks like.
Wow.
Yeah. The idea that this government won't approve this is laughable. Yes. I mean, we won't get into the politics of it all, but you're not wrong, Andre.
It's happening.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be happening. For sure. It's going to get shoved through. And then we're going to see what's going to happen. I think we had a lot more information about the structure of the Netflix Warner Brothers deal and what that was going to look like. They've been very frank about maintaining theater windows, incorporating HBO Max onto the Netflix service, and having both running simultaneously as one solid streaming service. I have zero clue what the Paramount deal looks like. I know they're taking everything, but I have no clue. I mean, they have their own streaming service, Paramount Plus, but it's a fraction of what Netflix and HBO Max draws as far as that goes. Are they going to have it as HBO Max Plus? Are they going to have it still maintain two set? I don't know. I have no idea. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. And by the way, they also said that they will be paying if all of this isn't done by the end of this year. So every quarter they'll be paying $650 million a quarter for every quarter past the end of 2026 if this deal is not complete and done. So
that's nuts.
I know. Yeah.
That what?
I know. That was part of their initial offer. That was part of the offer when Warner Brothers was still like, it's not quite enough. Netflix was like, what about 25 cents a share? And Warner Brothers was like, And Paramount was like, what about 31 cents a share? And Warner was like, yeah. What are you saying, Netflix? Netflix was like, fuck you guys. I'm done. This stupid.
You guys suck. I'm going home.
You guys suck. What we wanted was to have Star Trek on Netflix, but no. You guys had to fuck that up. Rob might get your wish though. You might not
no,
have.
that's not how that would have worked.
Why?
You wouldn't have got Star Trek on Netflix.
Oh, Paramount. Sorry. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. Sorry. DC on Netflix. Sorry,
Dude,
yeah,
DC on Netflix.
Yeah, Harry Potter on Netflix. Yeah. And now you're not going to get any of that shit. So, yeah, guys, I know we've been talking about this every week, but some major things happened today. So we had to update you guys on that. I apologize it's taken us so long to get through it.
We have to see it through to the end now.
We have to see it through to the end, yeah. So at this point, though, at least we're kind of like, because now it's going to have to go and submit it for antitrust and all that jazz. So there won't be weekly updates on this anymore, thank balls. Now that Netflix is bowing out, it's essentially a done deal pending lawyers and government. So and as we've discussed, it's probably going to get shoved through government anyway. So get ready, kids. We're going to see what happens. Hey, maybe we'll get a DC Star Trek crossover.
I mean, I don't.
Superman saves the Enterprise. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens, but
by the way, juicy rumor. Patrick Stewart said the other day that there had been talks about some type of Star Wars, Star Trek crossover at some point. They actually tried to make it happen. Yeah. Yeah. Now, Patrick Stewart's like 107 years old. Maybe he's talking out of his ass. I don't know. But
yeah.
It is just a rumor. It's something that he was saying in an interview or whatever. He's like, yeah, we toyed with the idea and we tried to see if we could make it happen. It just never came together.
Yeah, I'm sure there may have been discussions at one
point. Yeah. Just
hey,
like
we
always
should do that.
Yeah. No, it's just like there's always Marvel DC discussions. It's just never going to happen outside of comics. But yeah.
I mean, we used to say that about Marvel Zombies, and then we got Marvel Zombies. So
yeah, but that's not like
it's not really a crossover.
Companies having to work together in conjunction to make beautiful art.
Fair enough. We were also saying that about Spider-Man.
True. I didn't think we'd ever see Spider-Man in the MCU. You're right. You're right. Maybe when this whole thing finally flops on its ass, maybe then they'll finally be like DC versus Marvel. Maybe they'll finally try to make that. I know James Gunn wants this to happen. He's worked with both, so maybe that can happen. I don't know. Anywho, before Rob gets into that private chat to tell us to move the fuck on, is it time for community news?
No, you can keep talking because there's not a lot of community news.
Well, we're gonna get some anyway.
Community news.
And it's funny because I can hear it in delay because Jen's watching it on the TV in the living room, which is right on the other side of this wall.
Is Silky still on the channel? She lives in London. I'm gonna go over there tomorrow and just smack her.
Get her to make
good luck with that, dude. She'll kick your ass, bud.
That's true.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one good smack in,
like
though. I'll get a smack in. I know she's gonna wreck me after that, but I'm
not
saying I won't enjoy that. So that's all right. That's good.
Annihilate you.
Yeah, step on my neck, mommy. It's good, man. It's all good. If her husband is watching, I'm just having fun. There's no.
It'll be like 2 months from now, and all of a sudden you'll just get a punch, and he'll be there. This is for that one time on the podcast.
That's right. Bring it on, Jeff. Oh, it's Broughton. All right.
We need more, Silky.
We need more.
So, community news. Were we done talking about A Long Ride Home, or did we have some more to go over there?
No, but I think we're gonna talk a little bit more about it. Talk again about it.
I mean,
more about it. You know,
that's arguably the biggest community news this week.
The juicy news. Yes, there are some community members
in there.
Yeah, there are absolutely some community members in there for sure. So yes,
and I love that.
Miss Megan has a scene early on in the film, for sure. I don't know if she'd want me saying this or not. You know what? Maybe I'll skip that. Anyways, She is in the film. She's in the first episode. If you're watching the trailer, you can actually see her shoulder. So it's great. Richard, obviously, as we already talked about, Sticky Ricky Bakari is definitely in the flick. As we mentioned too, there's some extras. If you keep an eye out, you're going to see some folks in the background there. Tiffany is in the background there. Groot in London. Steve is in the background for sure. I believe is Chris Borges in the background in one of these? He might be too. We had a lot of people in the background. A lot of cosplayers came out. Dr. Stevel, if you guys are familiar with Dr. Stevel, he has a small-ish role, but he has a speaking part, but he's in the film for sure. So the guy that wrote it and directed it and produced it and cast it or whatever is the gentleman that owns and runs CK Expo. So he's very connected in with the cosplay community. The lady that was doing all of our makeup as a cosplayer, another cosplayer as well. So you won't see her on camera, but actually she might be in some of the background scenes too. Yeah. Ransom. She might be in the background scene at the comic shop.
Do
Yeah.
you know her?
No, I've only seen her at CK Expo. She's only been in Chatham.
Ah.
She's in Chatham, so I haven't seen her go to any other cons. But yeah, definitely some and a lot of local talent, obviously, right? So they did a piece in the Chatham newspaper last week, I think it was, and they've also been talking about it on Chatham Radio as well, because I think they got a couple of the Chatham Radio people to do the opening sequence. Community supported shows, is Megan. Yeah, the opening sequence has like a radio voiceover kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like talking about whatever happened, and it's a couple of local radio personalities in Chatham that are doing that radio voiceover for the show. So try to make sure there was a lot of, and there's some walking montages throughout the the flick as well, as I'm walking around downtown Chatham, because Bell was very specific. Like, you really got to focus on the Chatham element of the show. We were like, cool, we can do that. How do we do that? Rob's like,
that's
what if it's just a bunch of walking montages of different places in Chatham? I was like, okay. So, yes, a couple of the bikers. Right? That's right. I'm so sorry. Yes. River, Amanda, Jason. Yes, all cosplayers. That's right. I forgot about River and Amanda. Yeah, absolutely. Bimini Boo and Strange World Cosplay. Yep.
Okay.
No
They're
way.
both in it. Yes. Yeah. Bimini Boo was just a background performer, and then we needed a stripper, and she immediately volunteered. So, yeah. Call Her season 2 starts. Secretly Batgirl. That's Tiffany. Yeah, I think we figured out Tiffany's in 3 separate scenes in the background at 3 different locations. Yeah, a lot of local talent.
So go over a little bit about how this all got started, because the reality of it is you guys filmed this last year, but really it started like 2 or 3 years ago, did it not?
Yeah, Rob Bellamy's been making short films for years and years and years and years and years. He has a big, huge body of work. He has a production company and all that jazz. And one of those things where every single time he's done it, mostly every single time he's done it, it's on his dime and his time. And his dime and his time are the people that have done it. So I've worked with Rob on a couple of projects. I knew Rob through the Comic-Con stuff. And I don't know if you've noticed or not, guys, but I'm out at a Comic-Con. I'm a bit of an extrovert. So I started.
You don't say.
Yeah, I started hosting the cosplay contest in CK
Expo,
and just built that up. And then Rob had a script for a movie called The Guardian, and same thing. Like, he wanted to shoot like a piece of it, and then ideally show it around and get somebody to back it or fund it or whatever. And he asked me to play the lead in that one. And I foolishly said yes, having no idea what I was getting into. I'd never done anything like that before in my life. And we shot The Guardian, and it was an experience for sure. I had no idea what I was doing, and it has not been released at this time. The audio, there was some mess up with the audio. Apparently it is going to be coming out at some point, and I'm kind of secretly hoping it doesn't, because I'm fucking horrendous in it. And then we shot another short together, and then I went off and shot with some other people for some other little things. And then Rob had this script that he was kind of looking to shoot, and same thing on his dime and his time. And he came to me and 3 years ago, and he's like, oh, hey, I got the script. Take a look. Pick any part you want. Like, I don't care. I like to have you a part of it. It's been good to work with you in the past. Just pick any part you want. Take a look at the script. It's the whole thing. Let me know. I'm like, cool. I don't even open it. I don't look at it. I don't do anything with it. I'm like, yeah, it's never going to happen. It was all pie in the sky or whatever. 8 months later, he gives it to me at a Comic-Con. He's like, so did you read the script? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Hadn't even opened it, let alone read a word. And he's like, did you figure out a part you want to do? And I'm like, no, I don't know, like something small. And he's like, oh, so I kind of wrote the lead with you in mind. Could you do that for me? And I made a mistake 10 years ago working with Rob. When I first started working with Rob, he was very, very good to me. And I said, dude, you ever need like anything? Like, you need to hide a body, anything. I'm your man. Like, you just asked me. And that motherfucker has taken advantage of my saying that 10 years ago. So 2 years ago, we shot it over like the period of a couple of weeks, mostly in Chatham and Windsor. And it was just like the first 16 pages. And excuse me. And I think it's an 18-minute long short, and started showing around. We showed it at London Comic-Con. We showed it at CK Expo. And then they ended up doing a showing in Windsor
on this show. And yeah, it's apparently it resonated with somebody, because they said, hey, you should submit this to Bell for TV1, which is a lot of locally produced content. They'll fund it to X amount of dollars for X amount of time. And
Rob was like, okay, I guess. And I guess I didn't know this for the TV1 stuff, for the locally produced stuff. A lot of times you're just pitching ideas to Bell. You're just like, oh, we want to shoot this and it's going to be this and this.
Right.
We had a fucking whole 18-minute pilot to give them.
Right.
And they were like, this is great. You got to redo the whole thing, but this is great.
Yeah.
You need to recast those 3 people. And you need to tweak a couple of this scenes here and there. But yeah, here's some money. Go do it. We want the whole thing. Make it 6 episodes. We're like, fuck, really? And yeah, we did. By the way, at that point, I still hadn't read the whole script. I still had no idea like the whole context of the whole story. So yeah, so they gave us a pile of money, and Rob was tweaking the script seemingly every fucking time. I mean, yeah, a lot. This script was still getting tweaked throughout. He went through casting. I tried to help with that as much as I could. We shot it way out of chronological order. We shot it based on location. Some of the casting was fantastic. We did have to recast
how it works, right? It's the scheduled.
It's
they're shooting based on
yeah.
when you have access to those different locations, right?
And especially since it's like it was only on weekends, right? So I mean, we had to work within the boundaries that we had,
right?
Within the businesses that we could. We were renting Airbnbs. We were, you know what I mean, just for locations and stuff. So. And then working, you know, some of the outside locations, like having traffic through or whatever. It was like, so a lot of it was a bit of a pain in the ass, and not all the locations were great, but we made them work. And we got really, really lucky this time around. We found a guy named Walt. I shouldn't say Rob found a guy named Walt who has done major Hollywood productions and had a $50,000 legitimate TV camera that he was going to be able to shoot with. Problem is he's only got one, so it's a single camera, and literally true to the word single camera. So every time you're seeing a scene, any scene that you're watching in this show where there's 2 people like talking, and then there's like one person, like it's over one person's shoulder while that person talks, and then it's over the other person's shoulder while the other person talks.
That's shot.
And then there's another scene where it's
angle.
both of them talking. Yeah, that's all take after take after take after take. None of that's being shot all in camera. That's all being stitched together afterwards.
That takes 3 good shots
and 3
good takes.
Precisely, yes.
Yeah.
And Rob, they call it the Bellamy because Rob likes to do one more take for safety. Even if he's got 2 takes that are perfect, he still wants one more for safety. So you're usually talking 2 to 3 takes for each, and that's assuming nothing's gone wrong. Yeah. And anything can go wrong. The teeniest little sound, anything. I'm eating in this scene and trying to talk, and my fork scrapes the plate. Cut. Got to reset everything. Can't scrape your plate on the fork on the plate while you're talking. The one time we were in an Airbnb that had a metal roof, it started to rain. You know what rain sounds like on a metal roof? Oh. Yeah, no, just like ducks yelling at us at 1 o'clock in the morning, says Megan. That absolutely happened.
Yeah, that's craziness.
Yeah, so just stuff like that. Like it really woke me up to what producing something like this.
I'm assuming this is Dean, by the way.
Must be hard to shoot out of order. It would drive me crazy. Yeah, it's hard sometimes to. My character anyway has wild vacillations in mood and temperament throughout the flick.
Yeah,
right?
I was just gonna say that. How do you actually, like, you know, 1 minute you're playing a scene at the beginning where you're supposed to be sad because your dad just died, then the next scene you're playing a scene where you're supposed to be pissed off because, you know, you just got your ass kicked. And then the next scene at the end of the day, you've got to be in a completely different headspace.
And it's not even that. Sometimes so I'll give you guys like a bit of a thing. So there is a love story attached in the film.
Right.
Rosanna plays someone that I reconnect with from my youth. Mick. The day I meet her on set for the first time, never met her before, is our last scene together in the show. So our characters were supposed to have gone through this huge catharsis and are sort of back to being madly in love at the end of the show. And I've just met this woman for the first time. And that's the kind of energy that we have to have. We're shooting literally the final scenes of the show the day we meet. So the earlier stuff that happens earlier in the flick, we're much deeper into production, and we've gotten to know each other a lot better. We're a lot more comfortable with each other. It's working a lot. So it's challenging as hell. Look at Richard over there. It's called talent, JS. Yeah, Richard has that talent all day long. It was very, very challenging for me. Holy ball sack. It was challenging.
Booster Joe's asking a good question here. Is there any room for improv during filming?
Yeah,
like, is it all 100%
no
scripted and Rob as you go by that line, or do you put it out the way you feel your character would put it out.
Rob's really good about that collaboration, if especially, and he really loves it when a cast member gets really passionate about their character. Like if he's got some lines written and it's like, I don't know if he'd really do this, or I don't know if he'd really say this. I think he would kind of do it like this. He's very attentive and intuitive to that. There will be times where he'll be like, I need you to say it or play it like this because of what's going to happen over here. Like we need to set this up over here. So I need you to do this. Right. So we have that level of talk. But speaking of Rosie, my co-star, she had we had a really, really, really heavy scene together. Like it's pages and pages of dialogue for me. And she doesn't have a lot to say, but in that moment when she was going over the script, we were kind of talking before that day's shooting, like that morning of that day's shooting. She's like, I don't think this works for the character. I think it's got to be this. So like we changed 2.5 pages of dialogue the morning that we're going to shoot it, where and it's mostly my character's dialogue that has changed, but she was really like on the phone with us at like 7:00 in the morning saying, I think it's got to be this. I don't think she would be okay with that. She needs more of this. And she's been hurt. And what do we do? So we had to rewrite all this dialogue. And then I had to rememorize with hours to go, 2.5 page or 3.5 page, whatever it was of dialogue. But that's what Rob is like. He's very intuitive that way. Now, having said that, I mean, there were times where people would kind of fuck around a little bit on set. And I'm not trying to be like Captain Buzzkill, but we were on a tight budget and a tighter timeline, and we went over both at the end of the day. So when we're trying to get takes in and there's like 47 extras and there's a bunch of moving parts, and then someone decides to be a goofball, and believe it or not, that someone wasn't me, that can be frustrating. So Rob invites that yes, the improv and the collaboration, but like we're here to work. Right. Yeah. We're getting paid for this time. We got to make sure we're getting it. If we get the shots and we have an extra couple of minutes and then you want to be a goofball for whatever, that's fine. Like a little outtake, but I don't know if there's going to be a blooper reel, guys. There were definitely some bloopers and some gags for sure. There's no question.
Rob, if I know you're not watching us live, but if you watch or listen to this after the fact, we want the blooper reels. 100%. We need a proper blooper reel that we can play live here on the show.
Yeah.
That would be genius.
Yeah. Continuity must be hell. Bruising, no bruising hair, beard, clothes, each day not easy, says first member. So what's funny is I just got a message from somebody, another producer on another project, and he's like, there's a couple scenes in this where your glasses disappear and reappear on your face.
Oh, no.
Like, really? Hey, man, I wasn't in charge of continuity, so I don't know what to tell you.
But, no.
Yeah, there was a couple of times where we we had already shot a scene that was supposed to be the same day coming up, and I've clearly got a different shirt on than a scene that we had just shot. And I was like, fuck, what do we do? Like, we don't want to reshoot that whole scene. So there'd be like, we'd shoot like an insert scene where I'm changing literally from one shirt to the other shirt. So it all lines up kind of thing. So continuity's hard, man. When you're fucking doing it at a sequence like that, continuity sucks. Yeah. Hair. There's going to be times where my hair looks a little bit different. It's going to be times where a beard looks a little bit different. Actually, I don't have a beard. But there will be times where my hair looks a little bit different because we shot months and months and months. So I had to get it cut throughout. And yeah. Are you in an actor union now? No. No. This was a non-union production. So once you're in the union, you can only take union parts on union sets. So it does. So you're limited either way. Technically, though, union shows or things can hire non-union actors, especially for background stuff. But if you're in the union, you cannot work on side projects. You can only work on union projects. So technically, yeah, if you get busted working on something that's not great. Do you have an IMDb page? I do. I haven't claimed it yet, so it's a page that somebody else has set up for me. I got to go through the motions of claiming it so that I can keep it up to date and put up a picture and everything. But no, there is you can see a Long Ride Home has an IMDb page, and I am listed there. You can find me there, and that will link you to the other projects that I've done. Not all the projects that I've worked on are on IMDb, but the 3 that I've worked on with Rob are all there. So I had to maintain a bit of a beard of the same length. Yes, as Richard. And I will be doing the same thing for season 2. If we get a season 2, which we're going to be pitching to Bell very soon. So cross your fingers when we get a season 2. We have enough material for 3 seasons.
For those that have
Why is this interview Jeff Day? What the fuck is going on?
For those that have seen the show yet at this point, because, like I said, or like Jeff said, he hasn't seen it because he doesn't have Bell. But for those that have watched it, Jamie, is there a post-credit scene there? Or do you know, or did you even bother to wait to see if there was a post-credit scene?
I don't know if you put it in as a post-credits. I don't know. We shot a stinger. We shot a stinger for season 2.
Guess we'll find out next weekend.
I think what his plan was, not to spoil it, I think what his plan was is to use the stinger to pitch season 2 to Bell. So I think he might be holding that one scene back to show that's kind of like we showed the pilot to Bell. I think he's kind of saving it for that. We got questions for you, Jeff. Just take them. Yeah. Your experience now can get you in the union. Actress as 501st member. I keep being told to get an agent as well. So, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I want to do this moving forward. A lot of it's going to depend on how well this is received. I've not auditioned for anything since this project. All my focus has been on this project. I was in 95% of the scenes in this project, so this was a lot of work for me personally. Way more work than I thought. It was way harder than I thought it was going to be. So I haven't looked into any other projects. I've not looked into getting an agent. I've not looked at getting into the union. I have no idea if this is something I want to pursue. I'm going to see how this goes first. If it goes well and we get picked up for a second and third season, maybe at that point I'll look to explore it. But there you go, midlife. And Richard would know. Richard spent a long time working on Hollywood productions. To get into the union, you need to be cast on a union show with a permit. Yeah, so there you go.
There you go.
Don't have any of those things. And apparently it's hard, man, because one of our cast members does have an agent. And since our production ended, they've been involved in 50 auditions. They've not gotten a single solitary part. So, wow. Yeah, it's tough out there, man. It's tough. Jeff going to be walking around these cons like Johnny Cage. Show or commercial, says Boom Sergio. You don't need an agent. Having an agent helps with commercials for sure. I don't know. The person that I was talking to, the 50 auditions, I don't know if they were shows or commercials. Probably a combination of both. There's a couple of people on set, a couple of professional actors on set that had agents. And I know the one person had done some commercial work for sure. So
I think if you're going to go out and try to do this professionally, and you're going to try to get auditions, and you kind of need an agent. You need somebody that can handle all that for you, that can feed you all that information. Like the casting agents,
find the opportunities.
Yeah, they know where all those things are, and like, do you know what I mean? Like on your own, it's going to be very, very hard to do any of that stuff unless you do a lot of private work. And so you know a lot of private people, right?
Now we know where Joseph's getting all this money. He's got film credits too. He got all his credits from commercials.
Well, there you go.
Nice. Spending that Cheerios money.
I didn't realize that, but that's good to know.
That's what it is. That's what
it is.
National campaigns, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's the union world is an interesting world, especially when you're talking about acting.
Oh yeah, unions. For sure. Yeah, there's a time, I guess, and I guess that typically people will get an agent first and then possibly join the union. But even the agents will tell you there's kind of a break point where it makes sense for you to join the union at that point. I'm nowhere close to that. This is, like I said, this is the only production I've done the last 3 years or whatever, right? So. And even the other couple of productions I've been in, none of them were funded. They were all just on our dime and our time, and they were seen by 4 people.
Well,
so
this one is.
Yes, this one is.
And this one's on TV.
This one is on TV.
Legit
TV.
Like not this nonsense, right?
No,
like
not
actual TV show, guys.
Tens of people watching. Yes. So, by the way, guys, if you are looking to find where it is, especially if you are on the Bell 5 app. If you open up the Bell 5 app, you are going to go to channels. And in channels, you should be able to find TV1. So
you can also just type Long Ride Home in the search.
You can
find it that way too.
Yes.
It'll just come up that way? Really?
Yeah.
By the way, A Long Ride Home. There is another production called The
Long
Ride Home. But yeah, Rob's right. If you just open up the Bell 5 app and you type in A Long Ride Home, it is the first thing that shows up there.
And so you mentioned something here before we got on the show, I think that you didn't mention yet. Another way to watch it. So for those who don't have Bell, didn't you say on the GO train?
anywhere where there's an active Bell Wi-Fi connection. I don't know about on the goes, but the Vias have built-in Wi-Fi. That Wi-Fi is provided by Bell.
Okay, and it worked there. Yeah, so anywhere there's a Bell network work.
That's what
maybe.
I said. If there's a cafe, if there's a hotel that you're at, whatever,
neighbor,
you should be able to watch it with Bell connection. So I'm just going to be sitting in Best Buy later on and just connecting to
trying to
Bell
cast
Wi-Fi
it to all the TVs.
Yes.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, Bell. I guess Bell has either a partial or full ownership of the Canadian arm of Best Buy now, so that's why they use Bell.
Well, Best Buy Canada and Best Buy US aren't the same company anymore.
Correct. So the last time I was in a Best Buy, so mobility doesn't work. Okay, I think we kind of figured that out. Thanks for checking that, Tiffany. So yes, it's got to be either Bell TV or Bell Internet. And I think they were pretty clear with us too. Bell didn't mention Bell Mobility when they mentioned how you could watch it. So that doesn't surprise me, but we had to have someone check. So thanks, Tiff. Appreciate it. Guess I'm going for a train ride and never getting off the train. Guys, I'm sure there's non-travel ways of like I said, just go to a Best Buy and just hang out in there for 2 hours.
Or
like at the mall.
If you know somebody that has Bell Internet, just go over to their house and twist their arm and force them to watch Jeff for like 2.5 hours.
Like we're doing next weekend. We're all going to invade JS's place. Richard's coming. I think Megan said she's going to come. We'll get producer Jen there. The bad guy is going to show up there. If he's not, if he's not patrolling the streets, and then
Jamie can come as well.
Yeah, it'd be nice for Jamie and maybe Jamie's fam to come and check it. Even though Jamie's already watched it now, I'm sure she won't mind watching it again.
Oh yeah,
she'll be like, "Ooh, you're gonna love this part." Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna be super cringy and embarrassing for yours truly, but and I think we're gonna try to film me watching it with these guys so I can kind of like annotate it as well. I'll be like, "Oh, this is really cool. We did this, or this scene was awesome, or this didn't work out well, so we had to do this, or whatever." Like I can add little like behind the scenes shit as far as that goes. Sorry, I'm just browsing 2 hours later, obviously watching a show. Yeah, exactly, Tiffany. Yeah, exactly. There's at my local mall, there's a Best Buy like store within the mall, and I'm hoping that Best Buy store has a Bell Wi-Fi connection in there, and I'm just going to sit on one of the comfy couches just outside that store. Just watch it there
and just play it
so I can see all the cringy parts before I have to watch it with you guys. Oh, you just need Bell connection or provider. Yes, Boomster Joe. Yes. So you either need to be on an active Bell Wi-Fi network, or you need to have a Bell account, either their TV or their internet account. Yeah.
And then all you need is the Bell Fibe app.
Yeah.
And just search for A Long Ride Home.
Which you can install through your smart TV, or if you've got like a Roku box or whatever, or on your tablet or phone or whatever. It's not like a
Boomster Joe's asking, how would Jeff feel seeing someone cosplaying his character? I wonder. I mean,
horrendous. That's how Jeff would feel about that.
I don't know, but we're gonna do it.
I mean, I think we all need to get like those bike jackets now. And
moving right along. Look at that, 58 minutes. We've already been in here. We gotta move on to the next.
All right.
We don't have a next thing.
No.
We do have one more thing we want to quickly talk about, I suppose.
Hit me.
What you got?
March Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah.
Is in 2.5 weeks. No, 3.5 weeks. 3.5 weeks.
Not even
and a half. It's Thursday, my brother.
3 weeks.
Okay, 3 weeks. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I guess it starts on Friday. So
it sure does.
Fucking 3 weeks away. Wow. And I've done nothing to my costume.
Why, JS? What's going on? What have you been?
Probably
What have you been working on then? That's so
I've
weird.
done nothing to my costume whatsoever. Well, that's okay. I don't think I need to. I think somebody else is gonna have a very big. I don't want to say focus, but yeah, I suppose.
You guys are the OGs. What am I gonna do?
Yeah,
your Treebeard impression.
Yeah.
Jess, seriously though, you got to open yours because I like you. I've not done anything to mine until yesterday, and
that's not true. I've been doing a bunch of stuff to yours.
He said he hadn't done any of his.
I opened the tickle trunk and started looking at stuff, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I got to fix that. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. Oh yeah, that's broken." So.
Yeah, I gotta go through it. But
are we going to get any teasers on what you're working on? I think that's where these two moves are subtly going.
Yeah,
right now,
I think.
did we let the cat out of the bag? Did we do all that? Did we spill?
No. I think maybe when you're here, we get some shots and videos of your new costume, and then maybe we could do like a reveal video or something.
Cursling bringing 2 new cosplays to Comic-Con. Very cool. Very
cool. Very nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will
Can't
also
wait
be
to
doing
see what you're working on.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll admit, I'm going to be very honest here. Again, because I'm not much of an anime guy or a video game guy, I don't often really know what Cursling's cosplays are. They're cool, but I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Whatever this last one he's been working on is fucking like ridiculous. Like he's got like smoke and shit and the whole deal. It's bonkers as fuck. If you're not checked out Cursling's Instagram, go check it out because this cosplay he's working on is pretty fucking dope. I don't know what it is, but it's dope as fuck. But you know Johnny. Yes, I do know. Oh, that's right. He does do Johnny Bravo. I used to be a big Johnny Bravo fan. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm shocked. I'll tell you. Yeah, of course. This one I'm desperately looking forward to. Our boy Midlife.
Oh, are you really?
Yes.
So that was going to be one of my questions. I wasn't sure.
Sunday, brother. Sunday. We're going to be trooping on Sunday, so
nice.
you can bring. I mean, you've got a bunch of Star Warses. Don't get me wrong, but and you probably want to do Cat on Saturday, I would think. But do whatever you want. Try to join us on Sunday with Star Wars of some kind. Mike's gonna have his Snowy. I'm gonna have my TK. We're gonna have some scouts. We're gonna have a Vader, the whole 9 yards. So come join us.
I mean, I know we don't have a say in this, but I mean, I vote for Saturday as well.
Well, because you're only going on Saturday.
Yeah. So maybe we should say that. So Comic-Con this year, we're only going Saturday. Man, life's been so fucking busy these days.
By the way, these guys are only. I'll be there all 3 days, but these guys are only going on Saturday. Yes, I'm taking all of next year off and then coming back at a reduced schedule for 2028. But for this year, I'm still doing all 3 days of Comic-Con. I will not be going to Niagara Falls, and I won't be going to a Fan Expo either. But I'm definitely doing Comic-Con for sure because we always
not going to Fan Expo at all.
I don't think so. If I go, it'll be for a single day, like you guys are doing for Toronto. I sure as fuck I'm not going 4 days to Fan Expo.
We'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk.
Okay, Dad.
Yeah. I got a connection for
Sand Trooper. Yeah, Sand Trooper, Christina. Thank you. Yes.
Maybe I won't. Who's doing Sand Trooper? Christina.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Christina had Sand Trooper.
Christina has everything.
Well, okay, I know that, but
when's lunch at Steam Whistle, Jeff? Says Cursling. Whenever you want to join us, my friend. That's the Steam Whistle is a fluid thing. We just go.
They're gonna be at the Steam Whistle more than they're at Toronto.
Yeah, when they say going to the con, they mean they're going to the con.
Cursling, are you there? Or if you're there for the whole thing, then shoot me a message on Instagram and I'll shoot you a message anytime we're going to be heading over. And obviously you're more than welcome to join us for sure. Anybody's always welcome to join us over at Steam Whistle for sure. And yeah, you're right. I mean, if you go over to Steam Whistle anytime during Comic-Con, if we're not there, we've just been or we're about to be. So it's definitely one or the other for sure.
Yeah, Fan Expo last year was kind of funny actually. I think we spent most of the day there.
We were at the hotel bar too.
Yeah,
we just were at the con a lot.
The day started at the hotel bar and ended at the hotel bar, but or at least on the one day.
Wiki man, I appreciate it. Yeah, of course, man, absolutely. Please, the more the merrier for sure. And they love it. Steam Whistle loves it when we come over with our costumes and stuff. They get a real kick out of it. So,
who else has got new cosplays that are going to be debuting at Toronto?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Yeah, that's a good. I'm really, really hyped for that Cad Bane though. I cannot wait to see that.
Yeah, man, that's gonna look sick.
Steam Whistle has become a must-do. Absolutely. Yeah, Richard's going to be joining us for sure. I'm making the Sand Trooper now premiering at TCC. There you go. She's doing it for the first time.
Oh, well, there you go. Awesome. On the Sunday, I'm assuming, of course, when I'm not there.
Sunday. Well, you could be. You're just choosing not to be.
No, I mean you're right. You're 100% right.
I know. It's all right. Say it again, though. Say it one more time.
You are correct.
Oh, so good. Like chicken soup for my soul.
Spicy chicken soup, at least.
I mean, I like spicy chicken soup.
You know,
it's on sale right now.
Well, you guys do the meal plans, right? Have you already? Has Jennifer already planned out our weekend meals? Has she got the chalkboard out to plan out the weekend meals?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I got some.
This weekend's meals are planned out, not next weekend's meal.
I got some feedback. Oh, so I'll message her on Monday and be like, this is what I think we should do.
Yeah, message her, and she'll make sure we're all good.
Just
stick around afterwards, by the way. Yeah, so you
send it to her.
They're putting on here's all the Walmart orders I need you to make for the weekend. I'm feeling snackish. Like, what the fuck
I can't believe there's still 20 people watching us being freaking idiots like this.
Crazy town. I can't believe you all stayed through me fucking blah blah blahing for a half an hour. But
no, listen, dude. So first of all, a big congratulations to the whole gang. Right, Rob, Richard, Megan, you, everybody involved. It takes
the village, man. It takes the village. No
everybody involved. You guys have gotten your own production on TV. Right? You were not a production house. You were not a TV station. You were not. You guys are. Well, I guess Rob has a small production company, I suppose.
Yes.
But you're not.
No, we're not. We're none of those.
This
things.
Is all you guys doing this because you guys want to do this, and it's on effing TV.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope.
No, just me. Cool.
What's that?
Anybody else feel like they want to throw up? No, just me.
No, dude.
I keep getting asked that, like, how do you feel? And I'm like, well, I'm definitely like split. I'm of two minds. On the one hand, I'm excited and I hope people like it. On the other hand, I just want to throw up. So it's very nerve wracking and very, it's very intimidating. So I just hope people enjoy it. I asked Jamie, I haven't heard back from her yet. Jamie's watched the whole thing. So if you end up watching it, I would love to get your feedback, good and bad. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't. Tell me what you think works. Tell me what you think we could have done differently. Just so I can provide that feedback for season 2 and season 3 if we get those to the cast and crew, and we can improve where we want to improve and then highlight what we did well. So once you've got it watched, if you have an opportunity to watch it, please send me your feedback. Unless your feedback is everybody was great and you were shit, Jeff, then don't do that because that'll crush me. But other than that,
every single message you're going to get
is
going to be that now.
If you have some legit feedback after you watched it, please provide that for me. That would be great.
Yeah, I mean, again, congrats to you guys.
Thanks, brother.
Like I mentioned to Jeff on his Facebook post, you guys enjoy the ride, right? I know you're going to get some
very funny.
Like anything, right?
Ride?
When you
a
put
long
yourself
ride home?
Out there,
enjoy a long ride home.
Enjoy a long. Yeah. Yes, that was the pun. Thanks for getting it and explaining it to the crowd that may not have
makes
understood
a joke funnier
the
than
pun.
explaining it. Nothing.
That's part of it.
I mean,
it's a total accident.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm here for you, dude. Doing it for 4 years.
Yeah. I was trying to be nice.
Were you though?
No, listen, you guys got a production on TV. Enjoy the ride. Like anything else, you're gonna get some hate. I hope that the critics that you get, whether good or bad, you guys are able to take that objectively and not let that drag you down.
Yeah, no,
because
100%.
you know how it is.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yeah, there's gonna be some
ignore.
Haters, that's okay.
Yeah, ignore the hate, ignore the rage, ignore the nonsense. You know how people are.
I do.
You know what jealousy does to people, right? To some people, it won't even matter if it's good or bad. They're just going to trash it because they want to trash it,
and because
right,
and that's okay.
So again,
but genuine feedback. We still want some genuine feedback for sure.
Correct.
So please, if you have an opportunity, go ahead.
Whether it's good or bad,
that's right.
Hopefully, you guys are able to take that feedback and build on that, and
100%.
and crossing my fingers for you guys for season 2.
Thanks, man. What are we doing next week? Should we do like our top 10? Should we do like a us doing a top 10? Is that too soon after the last top 10, even though that was like a Slido one?
I mean, I don't know. Right?
Well, we can do a top 10.
I feel like it's been a minute since we pissed a lot of people off with a top 10 list. So
it has been a while.
If you guys have an idea for a top 10 list for us to do next week, throw it down in the comments below. There's 19 of you still watching, so I want to see some comments or some topics that we haven't done before. They're still going to be kind of geek and nerd related, maybe a little bit adjacent. Top 10 offers Paramount has offered to Warner Brothers. Yeah, please give us some ideas for a top 10 list. We can only get so many out of top 10 Geeks and Co blooper moments. Yeah, exactly. Or 10 of those.
Yeah, by the way, I just want to make the point that this is episode 220.
Bonkers. Bonkers.
Today is episode 220.
Fuck off.
Unfortunately, Tiffany, I ain't going back through 220 episodes to
No.
find bloopers. I don't have that kind of time.
Ooh, top 10 soundtracks, especially for like geek and nerd movies. Top 10 soundtracks. That's
Oh,
pretty good.
That's not a bad idea.
That's pretty good. Well done. Well done, you. Yes.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe next
there's
week's
one.
going to be a top
Put it
10.
in. Put it in the just so we won't see this afterwards. So do me a favor. Put it in the actual comments on this video. If you guys,
don't put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the
once we
comments
go
section
on-
of the video.
Yeah.
That way we can go back and reference it, and we'll try to figure out one that's going to work.
Yeah, once we go off the air, leave a message.
Yeah.
While you're there, click the like button. And if you're not subscribed,
Wow.
You better click that button too.
click the subscribe
Holy.
button. It's 100% free. And if you click the notification bell, it'll let you know every time we go live or upload a new video. Mr. Jeff, any final thoughts?
No, man. No, no, I'm all done.
Fair
You're good.
No, make it stop. Make it stop.
Stay geeky, everybody. We'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Geek Boutique Podcast. Like always, if you prefer to listen to us, you can find us on all major podcast platforms. Now, make sure you don't forget to click that like and subscribe button, as well as the notification bell to make sure you never miss an